Hola, mijos. I'm sorry to hear that you're sick today. I hope you feel better soon. So I have a story. Maybe you can listen to it tomorrow and it will make you feel better. The story is The Prince and the Sticky Hair. Look at that. Wonder what that's about. Relax. Be very still and listen. Listen carefully to this tale about a young prince called Hector who discovered something very important about his own strength. Would you like to know what happened? Let's see if we can find out. Now it was a beautiful sunny afternoon when the boat carrying Prince Hector back from overseas came into harbor. And before the young prince left the vessel, the captain warned him, "Your Highness, while you have been away training to be a warrior, an evil monster called Sticky Hair has come to live in the forest. So I advise you not to take that route to the palace. Instead, go the long way home around the mountains." "Thank you for your advice," replied Hector, "but I'll be fine. I want to get home before sunset, and I have my weapons if I need them. After all," he thought, "I'm a trained warrior. I'm not afraid of a silly old monster." And the young prince strode boldly into the woods. Just as Prince Hector was beginning to think that the monster didn't exist, he reached a grin in the forest and there's the most gigantic, ugly creature he had ever seen. The monster was as big as a house and completely covered in matted hair. He looked like a living, breathing, but very horrible haystack. The creature had a huge head and he stared at the prince with eyes as big as dinner plates. Two big orange tusks stuck out of his enormous mouth and his teeth were green and revolting. His belly was big and round like a beach ball and covered in large pale orange spots. "Grrr," roared Sticky Hair. "What do you think you're doing in my wood, little man? You look like a tasty morsel, and I'm going to eat you for dinner." "Pah, I'm not frightened of you, you horrible old monster," replied Hector. "I am a warrior. I can easily defeat you with my sword. I dare you to fight me." Swiftly as the wind, the prince leapt forward and thrust his sword at the monster. But to his surprise, it just stuck in the creature's sticky hair. So the prince left his sword there, quickly rolled out of the way, got to his feet, and grabbed his bow. Twang, twang, twang! He shot arrow after arrow at the monster, but like the sword, each one just became tangled in his sticky hair. The prince was astonished. "Ha ha ha!" boomed Sticky Hair. "You're very funny, little man. You'll never beat me." Then he shook himself from his ugly head down to his big smelly toes, and all the prince's arrows dropped down on the ground. Hector now only had his club left for protection, so he swung it at Sticky Hair with all his might. But it too became caught in the monster's hair and was pulled from the prince's strong grip. "I'm not defeated yet," he shouted. "My weapons may be useless, but I'm young and strong, and I will fight you with my fists," he cried, and he ran and leapt at the monster and got firmly stuck. Even now, as Prince Hector dangled from the creature's sticky hair, he continued to act fearlessly, so much so that the monster started to wonder exactly what gave him such courage. Why are you not frightened of me, little man? I could gobble you up in a snap and a crack," he threatened fiercely. Still hanging from the monster's tangled hair, Hector was busy thinking about what to do next. All of a sudden, it came to him. He realized he would have to use his brains to outwit the creatures instead of his weapons. So he shouted up to Sticky Hair, "I'll tell you why I'm not afraid of you. My skin is coated in poison, so if you eat me, you'll die. I dare you to eat me." Sticky Hair did not believe Hector at first, but the more the prince insisted, the more worried the monster became. I'd like to eat him, but I can't risk getting poisoned," he muttered. Reluctantly, he pulled the prince from his matted coat and set him on the ground unharmed. "Well, fearless little man, you've convinced me that you're telling the truth, And I don't want to die, so I suppose I'll have to let you go, he said grudgingly. Hector was delighted. Not only had he outwitted the monster and saved his own life, but he had also learned an important lesson, that the most powerful defense had been inside him all along. His intelligence, not his strength or his weapons. Looking up into the monster's big eyes, the young prince said, I'm very grateful to you, Sticky Hair. Not just for releasing me, but for also teaching me that I don't have to fight to be brave, strong, and clever. Would you like to know my secret? If you promise not to eat me, I'll tell you as a reward for sparing my life. Surprised, Sticky Hair agreed. Although the monster had never been defeated until that day, he had always been frightened of people. In fact, he had only attacked people to stop them from attacking him. But now the creature was eager to learn to be fearless like Hector. So he let the young prince become his teacher and friend. And the strangest thing happened. The more Sticky Hair learned how to use his brain, the less he felt the need to harm others. Using his intelligence brought the creature great happiness, and gradually he was transformed from a scary, lonely monster into a friendly forest giant. Prince Hector let all the local people know that the monster had completely changed, and gradually they became his trusted friends, bringing him food and living with him in peace and harmony, and the new eager-to-please Sticky Hair repaid their kindness by protecting them and guiding travelers safely through the forest. Now, moral of the story is, sometimes it feels like there's no option but to fight our way out of a difficult situation. A wise person knows that it's their intelligence, not their physical strength, that will help them win in the end. The end. So, I will talk to you guys soon. And I hope you feel better soon. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.